Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving into a story that has captured attention across Nelson Mandela Bay and beyond. It involves Mayor Gary van Niekerk of the National Alliance, who was recently fined for skipping a court appearance. But this is no ordinary legal tale. It's a story of politics, courtroom drama, international travel, and a hint of irony that has sparked conversation nationwide. Stick around, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. On Monday, Mayor van Niekerk was found guilty of contempt of court and fined R2000 for missing a scheduled hearing in September. Magistrate Kuselwa Majali had previously issued a warrant for his arrest after he failed to appear on September 10. The warrant was later stayed pending his return, but the failure to attend could not be ignored. He was convicted under Section 171 of the Criminal Procedure Act, with the alternative of 30 days in jail if the fine is not paid. Here's where things take an interesting turn. Van Niekerk defended his absence by saying he was in Germany on a mission he described as vital to the city. According to him, the trip aimed to prevent job losses, reduce rising crime, and protect HIV programs. He said he had sacrificed himself for the city. Whether that sounds noble or convenient depends on who you ask. It certainly adds drama, giving political commentators and citizens plenty to discuss. Magistrate Majali was not persuaded. She ruled that missing court was van Niekerk's responsibility. This case has reignited debate about accountability in public office. When elected officials travel abroad for official duties, at what point does that justify missing legal obligations? When does it look like prioritizing personal or political agendas over the law? Adding to the story, van Niekerk is facing separate charges, including cyber fraud and alleged violations under the Municipal Finance Management Act. This means the R2000 fine is only a small part of bigger legal challenges. It raises concerns about governance in Nelson Mandela Bay and the conduct of elected officials. People are questioning whether these issues are isolated incidents or signs of deeper municipal problems. Nelson Mandela Bay has a history of political tension and service delivery challenges. For residents, stories like this are more than legal drama, they are reflections of frustrations with leadership and public accountability. A mayor claiming to save jobs abroad while skipping court highlights a disconnect that is hard to ignore. The timing of van Niekerk's Germany trip coinciding with legal proceedings only fuels debate. The R2000 fine might seem small, but the alternative, 30 days in jail, is serious for a sitting mayor. The separate charges carry even more weight. Violations of the Municipal Finance Management Act could involve mismanagement of funds or failure to follow financial protocols. Convictions could have lasting effects on his political career and the municipality's operations. Van Niekerk's claim of sacrificing himself is both dramatic and ironic. On one hand, he presents himself as a proactive leader. On the other, critics argue that missing court is not a sacrifice but a legal obligation. The optics of a mayor abroad while the local courts wait is striking, and social media reactions have been swift and humorous. This case highlights the broader issue of accountability in public office. Legal obligations cannot be ignored, no matter the other responsibilities. Transparency and communication matter, but actions must match accountability. The story also shows the importance of strong institutions. Courts and regulators ensure public trust, and even mayors must operate within these frameworks. Politically, this case may affect the National Alliance's reputation, influence elections, and reshape alliances within the City Council. The outcome will be closely watched, both for its legal and political implications. Imagine explaining to a court that you missed a hearing to save jobs abroad. It is almost cinematic. The mayor passionately discusses job preservation and HIV programs while the magistrate calmly issues a R2000 fine. It is a moment that mixes politics, irony, and a little humor. In conclusion, The story of Mayor Gary van Niekerk is more than a fine. It is political theatre, civic responsibility, legal accountability, and a touch of comedy. It reminds citizens to stay informed, question leaders, and engage in conversations about governance. Whether his Germany trip was a true sacrifice or a convenient excuse, it has sparked debate and attention that will not fade quickly. We want to hear from you. Do you think the mayor's trip justifies missing court, or should legal obligations always come first? Is the fine fair, or is it symbolic given his other legal challenges? Leave your thoughts in the comments, engage with fellow viewers, and let's discuss accountability in South African politics. Remember to like this video if you found it insightful, subscribe for more in-depth political commentary, and hit the notification bell for updates on this and other stories. Thanks for watching, and we will continue to bring you the latest from South African politics, analyzed and sometimes served with a touch of humor. See you next time.